So my wife said I can do anything for Father's Day. Let's take a solo trip to London. I cannot believe I had a chance to go to London. It's definitely been at the top of my bucket list. There's a lot of places that I do want to go. I recently did my 23andMe DNA test with my ancestry, and it really revealed so much about my background, and I just want to go to every place that's on the list. So at the top of that list right now, we are going to England. A lot of places that I've wanted to go in England, try some of the food. It's been at the top of the list. One thing that was very curious to me is, wow, like this place looks very familiar but different at the same time. So it was something that really encouraged me to really just stick it out. And although, yeah, I was a little nervous, been on a solo trip, not because my wife wasn't with me, but mainly because I'm overseas and there's a lot going on in the world right now. So, but it was very beautiful. Just getting a chance to take the underground and being able to taste food that I had never tasted before. It was really, really, really top of my list. The train was so clean compared to the MARTA in Atlanta. That was also kind of shocking to me because I'm so used to smelling urine and different things. Shout out to Atlanta. So I immediately learned what queuing was. That's something that we don't really focus on so much in America. But I was met with the scent of England, more so London, downtown England, in the hustling, bustling city. It was really, really incredible. Everywhere I looked, there were so many people. And little known fact to people who don't know this is that Times Square was modeled after this area right here, which is called Piccadilly Circus. Yeah, that was pretty cool because I can see why. It's a straight up circus. It's chaotic. I love it. Can't wait to go back. Now, coming from America, I'm used to a large room, so I'm about to be met with a surprise, a small one.
Yeah, here's the room. So this is a cool little background right here. I can tell. Anyway, time. All right, so here's the room. This is a very small room. So imagine. So this is the door going out into the hallway. Let me show you the hallway. So you walk in. I'm standing in the middle of the room. Here's the bed. That's the ceiling. That's the bed. Like right there. Like all right there. This is, honestly, I didn't find out what this is. I guess it's a bench, but it has things in it, and I don't know. You can't sit on that. It's very uncomfortable. Also have snacks here that we don't have. Okay. Here's the bathroom. Bathroom. Not much bathroom. There's the toilet. Shower. Just like that. Small room.
So generally they say that Americans are not that healthy. And they say that, we're overweight, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's some truth to it. But I will say that while I was in London, my body went through a small change. Not tremendously, but significant. The food that I ate, it changed the way some things looked. I'll say it like that. And I did a lot of walking. I mean, you're talking about 30,000 steps in one day. My legs, them dogs was tired. So this is a jacket potato.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing, but with beans.
One beans and cheese.
That's cheese that's coming out of it.
Cheese.
Okay. That is something. The jacket potato was definitely one of the most interesting things that I've ever seen, but the English breakfast was the talk of the town. So I did get the full English breakfast with mushrooms, and the bread was the show stiller. So I ordered bacon, and it was basically Thanksgiving ham. This is basically ham.
Bacon different.
Oh, this is sliced ham.
Huh?
It's like sliced ham.
Well, it's a little thicker.
The eggs were a little different from what I'm used to in America as well. I got to learn a little bit more about that. So Piccadilly Circus, just like Times Square in New York, has activities, games, TV shows that are being filmed. And in this case, we were watching a live performance, and these were all over the place. Very grateful for my colleague who was local to the area to be my tour guide for that day. Was absolutely a bonus. And yes, my wife pre-approved me hanging out with my old colleague. So very thankful for her. Shout out to my wife. Stand up, hands in the air like you just don't care, and I'll take a bow. Once again, make some noise. After the performance, I had an opportunity to make my way back to my hotel by myself, of course, and I had a chance to walk right through Chinatown. And no matter if it's during the day or during the night, it's still beautiful. The city is filled with beauty and romance. It's all the lights just so happen I'm there during the holidays, during the winter time. The entire area is lit up. It's breathtaking. And I love these random performances. They're like positive interruptions in your day. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the food that tastes good. I had a chance to have breakfast with family that I met on 23andMe. Experience was an experience of a lifetime. I got the Korean pancakes with the Korean chicken with the kimchi on top. I mean, it's basically a version of chicken and waffles, but it was just really flavorful. You go, there are bakeries and fresh desserts that are being made. One day, I will make sure I also do a video to actually explain my 23andMe results and my experience meeting family and connecting with people all over the world. So, getting close to Buckingham Palace, this is where King Charles lives and some of the family, I imagine. But wow, just a really amazing view to take in person. So many other people were there doing the same thing, taking in front of the gates and going to the King's Guard. I will have to say that this park was probably, in my personal opinion, was better than going to the Buckingham Palace, because this park is Princess Diana's park in remembrance of her, and they had these random flowers that were completely different than any other parts of the park, just scattered all throughout. And it was just, again, filled with people who were tourists and also people from different parts of the world. And more importantly, you couldn't tell who were fully locals, because I can tell that there were people who just genuinely enjoyed being there. So it was just nice to be around just different people who appreciated the area, who were not only just taking pictures, but also just making good conversation and relaxing. Very nice place to be. And look, there is the London Eye. So I'm so far away from there right now, but I'm going to be walking the entire way. So funny that if I was to actually take an Uber or anything there, it would probably take equally the time to walk there as it does to actually get a ride. I thought that was interesting. So that's really another reason why I just walked, because I mean, I'm not saying the traffic was that bad, but it really wasn't that great either. So, and plus I can use the opportunity to look around, walk around, and just be able to take in the real natural raw beauty of this city. I saw a lot of things that I normally would see in movies and shows and different things on different parts of the internet. So it was nice to just see it in person. Just the attention to detail when it comes to the gate, I can tell there's a lot of history, regardless of how it happened. It looks nice. I know when it comes down to it, the British history is very complex. I mean, much like America, but you got to hand it to them. They know how to build things. This city, not city, but this building was fake. I'm not sure the story behind that. Finally, getting close to the London Eye and London Bridge and everything that I normally see again when it comes to movies and shows and history books and documentaries is very beautiful. And it's not, I mean, it is cold, but it's not as cold as it was in Denmark. Have you ever seen an Uber boat? Yeah, that was my first time too. This area was on fire when it comes to the level of excitement. The entire walk was just a beauty to take in, but this area was pretty cool because I'd never actually seen anything like this in person. Just people skating and walking and hanging out. This area that I'm in right now is um, you get to see old London on the left and new London on the right, so you get to see the differences in the buildings. It's like you're going through time. This guy, he's actually sitting in a place called Writer's Corner, I believe. And please correct me, but the entire area is designated because William Shakespeare used to live there and work there, but he was writing poems for people on the spot. That is very impressive because I had a chance to read one of them, and it was good. I mean, it's very deep. But London Bridge is not falling down. I want to say that the reports are false. It is still standing. It opens for different boats and different things to come. But something kind of interesting that I will say that although I walked up on it and it is everything in its majesty, everything that it looks like, it's not actually called London Bridge. Why do people show London Bridge when they talk about London Bridge, but it's not actually called London Bridge? I'm going to go up these stairs. This is where tourists and different people can actually go up to the bridge to walk through it. And there is a museum inside of the bridge itself. But if you look to the left, where I'm going to pan over the camera, it's called Tower Bridge, not London Bridge. So, hey, the more you know. I don't know why the first thing I thought about when I saw this is why was Will Smith running up here doing a Drake challenge? You know, the Kiki Do You Love Me? This was so beautiful to me. I love violin, I love stringed instruments. And I had a pocket full of money that I knew I could not use back home in Georgia. So, yeah, I made it rain. I gave I gave him everything that I had, which was not a whole lot, but I did give him what was left.
Yeah, you're right.
After a long day of walking, you would think that I would just take a time to get a fresh donut. It's always good for donuts. Good time. But according to that sign, but I did not do it. So I just kept going. But Chinatown. It's 3 blocks. All Chinatown. And that's the back aisle back there. It's pretty cool. Guess I'll go. Got time. And it's at Chinatown, but there's Korean. There's well, not every, but there's different Asian cuisines, and not just food. It's also like massage. It's a lot. It's a lot going on over here. You come down here, you are in another. Well, I'm not just another part of the world, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So apparently, and then it just keeps going. Goes down here. So I didn't even get a chance to see this yesterday or 2 days ago because it was completely dark and it was closed. So I just walked through. But those are the blocks that it goes down. That's what I passed by on the way up. But yeah, it just keeps going. Let's see if I can. Is it possible to go one more? See, that looks closed, so I'll go that way. Wait, can I go that way? I do see people going that way. Ready to go. It's technically the other way, but it's just one block difference. Not bad at all. I don't know. So again, like mainly restaurants, but bakeries, everything. They got their own banks, everything. Like it really is a little town. And now we're back. Maybe it's working out. Then we'll put it on camera, but it's working out. In the front door of her, I'm assuming it's her business. Yeah, Hey Sugar. And it's something that I noticed here too, is that you have businesses, and it seems like they're pretty much worked by the owners. It seemed like it, which is pretty cool to like support the businesses in that way. I love it. Ooh. We don't use the word Oriental anymore. At least I don't. But they got the clothes up there. Variation. I don't know what Asian. I think that is. Actually, I don't know. But we're gonna make our way out of here in a moment. And yeah. Finally made my way out, and I came to a familiar place because I was there the night before. At night, this place is filled with people from all over the world. And just sidebar, that place I just pointed to is really fun. It's called the Cambridge. So it's basically a pub. Just complete strangers become family in a matter of seconds. But yeah, I'm sure you can matter that Harry Potter is very popular. I don't know how to say popular in my terrible accent, but it's very popular there. So I did see I didn't actually see any presentations or go in the museum or anything, but of course it is an entire presentation there. So just walking by it, I mean, it doesn't cost anything to look. So, but right across the street was a McDonald's. Look at the menu. I really don't want this, but showing the different things that we don't have. So many options for salads and wraps. I'm gonna tell you what that sandwich look good. The McCrispy. I don't even eat here. It just looks amazing. Birthday cake donut. McFlurries here. Carrot bag. Side salad, chili bite. Cheese bites. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I thought I saw like they had porridge, but I guess it's like breakfast, and breakfast is over. So mind you, it's officially Sunday, and I'm about to leave. In a matter of just a few hours, I think about 5 hours actually, I'm going to be heading back to Heathrow Airport and making my way back to Atlanta. So, but before I do that, I'm walking from my hotel with all of my bags, which is just two carry-ons. But one carry-on and one that I actually checked in. and I'm going to church. So on the way to church, I see this beautiful venue, wide open. It doesn't cost a thing. It's filled with life, filled with children, filled with parents, filled with tourists. And something that I noticed is that not once did I actually consider myself to be an outsider in this room. Maybe because it was filled with tourists. But I will say that it just felt nice to be in a room where you're welcomed. It was nice to experience the Holy Spirit as a Christian in a land that I've never been in. God is everywhere. Again, I'm starting to get a little sad here now. I'm making my way back to the airport and getting on the train, reminiscing on all the memories, all the fun times, the people, the strangers that I met. Well, I'm on my way to my next layover, which is in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I'm going to go across the border to Sweden. See you then.